Welcome back, dear viewers, to a very interesting segment in which we will be talking about a very interesting topic to all Egyptians and tourists as well, which is the conservation lab that is inside the National Museum of Egyptian Civilization. And we're very delighted to have with us Dr. Nagah Ragab, the head of the Manuscript Conservation Lab. Welcome, Dr. Nagah.
Welcome.
Welcome. We're very happy to be with you in here. And actually, we're very keen and we're very excited to know more about the conservation process from the beginning until the showcasing of each piece.
At the beginning, I want to thank all of you to be with you today to talk about the conservation attitude and our roles here in the Conservation Center. Really, I will start from one sentence. Wherever the antiquity is located, the conservator must be accompanied to it. Our roles divided for many places from this sentence, for many places, for many roles, many things. So the conservator must be with the antiquity in everywhere, just in the area of receiving the antiquity from any other places, come to us from other museums, other exhibition sites, and sometimes we will have events collaborative with other places. So the conservator must be at the time of transportation, at the time of packing and packing to secure the object, at the places of storage. I will tell one thing is that storage area will be the mother for the object itself.
The mother for the object.
Yes, the mother, because everywhere we must determine a special place to storage the antiquity. So we will call it the mother for the object, and we must, our roles as a conservator, we must put recommendation, the climate condition to keep the object in good case. What is the material for backing it? What is the angle of position inside the drawers, the cupboard, inside the storage area? And also all the environment related to the humidity, temperature, light, everything, and also the periodic conservation also related for us by our recommendation, what we have to do and what is the steps. In the conservation lab, our roles will start from the full documentation. Documentation for the object start from visual documentation, what I can see, what from my experience, what I get from my experience to can determine the type of damage, what the piece is telling me, what its need. I am like a doctor, I am like a medicine and treat with sick person. So I have to make visual investigation and also using non-invasive materials to know the case of the damage, to make investigation for the fibers or the texture of the material itself. Also, we will record all these things about special form. And we will go also later the collaboration with our colleagues in the scientific labs to make full analysis, to know the material which is the maker used for the manufacturing of this object, to know the technique of manufacturing that will help me to put a full plan for the conservation and restoration process inside my lab. Finally, after we will finish the process of conservation, we have also to make a special mounting to send it for the storage area. Not only for the storage area, not in the conservation lab, we will go for the showcase, as you said, in the displaying inside the galleries. Also, the conservator must be accompanied for the object to know how it will be mounted, how it will be displayed in a good position.
Yes.
And the position of displaying must be suitable for the physical structure of the object itself, and also the angle of position must be suitable for the piece and must be easy for accessibility. The mounting for the displaying must be not harmful for the object itself, and also we must send all this message to the community and visitors inside the museum.
This is a very interesting and sensitive job. I think that these kings and queens, if they were here today, they would have thanked you, the first people, for keeping their legacy and being keen so that they can tell us their stories. And I would like to ask you in this context regarding the partially damaged mummies or pieces. Do you go for a full restoration, that you don't show them to the public if the atmosphere is not safe for the showcasing, or you just adjust the atmosphere so that it could be suitable? And when do you say this atmosphere is not safe to showcase this piece?
Okay. For partially damaged, we must do first, as I said, our steps for the conservation and restoration process.
Of course.
Okay, the next step, for sure, as I said, we must be always with the object. We must, in the recommendation, what is the suitable condition and environmental condition for the mummy, for any object, not only for the mummy only. What is the temperature? What is the degree of temperature? What is the degree of light? What is the degree of humidity?
The direction of light as well.
Yes, yes. And also what we have to do measuring by special devices to measure the humidity, the temperature, the degree of light, and what is the type of light also will be suitable for organic and non-organic material. And also we have to write everything as a report and give it for the responsible for displaying inside the showcase, and same date for them. And also we must be with them also and do this collaboration and this plan to keep the object and stop any further damage for the object in the future.
So in the process of conservation, what kinds of challenges have you faced and how did you deal with them?
Challenge will come from the case of the pieces. Okay,
The case.
for sure, more delicate, not like medium
Yes,
case,
the
not
delicate ones like
um,
textiles and
yes, not like stable. There is some pieces is stable, just it need, we will call it like a preventive conservation. Like I want you to care about yourself. I want you to care about your health to be good in the future. Just, but if it's more delicate, then it's need more challenge. What is the process? What is the suitable material? So we must, the barrier for the conservation, I must do assessment, damage assessment for the object. As I said, to record it in the form, to make investigation, visual, my eyes at the beginning, devices will be the next, the devices, my eyes, my experience. All these steps will determine what the object needs, will determine I have a big challenge to treat with this object, or it will be easy for me, there is no challenge. The nature of the object. Okay? Some object will be organic, other object will be non-organic. That does not mean there is no challenge for non-organic material. Sometimes there is non-organic material will be more delicate, more than other organic material.
of course.
What is the case? We must measure everything around us. And sometimes also we will suffer from emergency case. So we must put planning, barrier planning before anything, and we must be ready before doing anything, before emergency case happen, before the piece come to me inside my lab, and after full documentation for damage assessment, for all reading about the case of object, we will determine how we will treat with the challenge and what are the case.
And is there a special piece that you have worked on and you have enjoyed working on before?
Yes, many pieces really.
Like what?
Your special one.
Really, I worked in the description of Egypt.
Okay, wow.
Okay, the collection is a great collection from the occupation of France to Egypt. But really, it's so a great historical documentary for all Egyptians.
Of course.
It will give you full information about Egypt at this time.
Yes.
Archaeological sites, natural sites, the lifestyle, the dress style, hair style, the type of stones, the type of insects, everything about Egypt. They did this collection to study everything, if all the resource in Egypt to can invest all this, invest this treasure. But for us, it became so important historical documentary for all Egyptian really, and all Egyptian must be proud to this
Of course.
treasures.
Yes. We cannot be here and not talk about actually the 22 mummies that have been moved from the Egyptian Museum in Tahrir Square to here, to this museum. So did you actually did you get involved in the process of moving them in a climate adequate environment?
Actually, there is other colleagues, they are professional in the mummy conservation, because the conservation lab divided for maybe 7 or 14 departments. Manuscript lab, wood lab, mummies conservation lab.
Yes.
But there is, we share with our colleagues in the preparing for some recommendation, as I said, but they are the main person responsible for this, the mummy conservation lab, my colleague in this lab. Other people, other professors, who's just supporting for them, just helping for them, because they did more studying about the conservation process for the mummy, and they were responsible for all this process.
So you as colleagues, you have a comprehensive works together, you complement each other.
Yes,
Yes.
for sure, because I worked in the my studying related to PhD degree related to the conservation for mummy cartonnage, or the cartonnage and the coffin cartonnage. So I did collaborated with my colleague for, I responsible for the conservation and the restoration for some coffins, for some royals, mummy. So all of us did a collaborative work with us, especially in the event, a great event for the royal mummy.
Okay, if we're talking about different ancient Egyptian eras, and do you change your approach or technique according to the artifacts era?
Okay. If we will talk about the rule for conservation, it's the same.
It's the same.
Same attention, same caring for all the objects, because each object will give me message. Each object have value. Each era have unique pieces. But so the main role for the conservation, you must give full attention for caring for all the objects. We will treat with them same, but for sure there is variety. All of us know that the ancient Egyptian civilization is the greatest and longest civilization. It has many dynasty, and the unique many and too many pieces. It's unique, like the group of Tutankhamun, the royal mummy. It's a great object and have a great value. But if we will talk about the rule is same. But if we will talk about value, for sure, each era have a special and unique.
Special
If you will
value,
talk
yes.
about the Romanic time, or Roman time in Egypt, you will find the mummy portrait. It's a unique basis. It's unique for all the world, not inside Egypt. It will give us the realistic. It's collection in between the beliefs inside Egypt and the collaborative, or embodied in between the artist, the art in Roman, from Romanic era, and the beliefs from ancient Egyptians. They think or take the beliefs about the life after the day, the life after days, from ancient Egyptian people.
Yes. Dr. Nagah, do you collaborate with scientists from abroad, or is there any kind of cooperation or collaboration with scientists who are interested in Egyptology or restoration in this field?
Yes. There is many sites in this point, include the symposium, scientific symposium. We did here 2 or 3 scientific symposium. That is like a collaborated between our professors and another professors, but towards national. And we are proceeding now to prepare an international symposium to be a collaboration with our museum and is another international institution in the field of conservation. Also, most of us share as a presenter or by posters, scientific poster, or speakers in other international conferences abroad of Egypt in the field of conservation and restoration.
Doctor, we want to know about the new techniques used for the restoration and the conservation process.
Yes. Now I think in all the world we are the trend or attitude for sustainability. Sustainability.
Yes, it is.
Sustainability everywhere. Sustainability in everything. Sustainability in each institution. For the conservation field, we have to see that it's not normal science, but it's updated science. So if there is any trend or attitude, a new attitude in any field, we will run behind it. So we started really as both in our concentration, the green conservation, regarding to the sustainability, how you can use the nature, how you can use the green things and the green material in the conservation, and how you can use all everything around you in the surrounding environment will be low cost, co-friendly for the environment, safe for the health for the conservator himself, and also will be healthy for the object itself. We started from the biggest unit, biggest chamber in the Annexa unit. We use nitrogen instead of radiation, instead of chemical materials for the management for the insects or the control for the insects. So we started for using in the Annexa unit, Annexa chamber, using the nitrogen gas instead of the chemical material. Not only the nitrogen gas, but we started also to use volatile or essential oil, natural oil. It will be so smelly and very nice for me, but it will affect on the respiratory system for the insect itself. We will use all these methods as a trend or attitude for sustainability and using a green material. Also, we started to use the new technology of nanomaterial. Nanomaterial, we started to use it for the consolidation for the object. Also the gel, the material, organic material and natural material from the algae, from the plant, from the animal itself. We will use all this material by a special process in the conservation for object to make it more safe, to avoid any chemical solvent which will be more harmful for the object, and sometimes by the time it will make distortion in the physical and of the object itself, and sometimes it will make distortion for the decoration on the surface for some objects.
Dr. Nagah, you're really exerting a great effort to protect these pieces, these very valuable pieces, but not all the visitors will understand and appreciate this work. So if there is a message you would like to to send to visitors so that they can appreciate your work, what would it be?
Really, National Museum of Egyptian Civilization give me good chance, and good thing is that it will allow for visitors from foreign and the other people in Egypt. It will be open for the public, also Egyptian public, to visit our labs.
Okay. The labs. They are allowed to visit the labs.
Yes. There is a special visiting for the people, foreigner visitors, and also public. Egyptian public for some of them, and it will be open for all in the next time. That will be good chance for us to explain and appear the role of conservation. It will give me a chance to give them the story of the object, how it come to me, how it was. I will give them the story of 6 months in some minutes. I will show them some photo before conservation, during a conservation, and after conservation. And many times I will hear the sentence of, "You do amazing." Really,
of course.
Really, you do amazing. That is last sentence that will give me very, very high emotional things, and that I do great thing really, and it will give me support.
You are doing a great job.
Yes,
you are doing great.
Sometimes you will tell us you are artist. you have too much patience. How you will,
Of course
how
you
you will
are.
take
Yes,
all
yes.
this?
This is a
How you
work
will
of
take all
art.
this time to make investigation, analysis, all this process of conservation? But as I said, it is a good chance really and a good thing inside our museum to make it easy for us to send our message to all the people and to give them a point the importance of conservation.
Doctor,
Yes, of course. Allow me,
yes.
Mirna, to say that this
Sure.
really made me a very proud Egyptian to
Me
witness
too.
not
Yes.
only the museum, but people, true Egyptians who are really
Yes.
Who are
keen
passionate
on,
about
yes,
their jobs,
Sometimes
actually. Yes.
they will tell us, what is your education? Your education from Egypt, from inside Egypt, or you got your certificate from out of Egypt? No, no, we are from the Faculty of
from
Archaeology
Egypt,
Conservation Department. We
Yes.
are Egyptian from.
We're very delighted to have this talk with you about the process of conservation, which is actually very crucial to the visitors, and it made us appreciate more the every piece that is
Yes.
being displayed in this museum. So, Dr. Nagah Ragab, thank you so much for your time, and
Thank you.
thank you for
Thank you
being
so
with
much.
us.
It's so pleasure to be with you today.
The pleasure
Thank
is
you.
all ours. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dear viewers, a short break and we'll be back.